Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview. Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy. Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot.
We've got several livestock auctions in the area.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with
We've got several.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and east should also expect rapidly developing thunderstorms. So if you're going to be hiking, biking, camping, or horseback riding, be aware that sudden downpours and flash floods are always a possibility at this time of year, and don't go into the wilderness areas unprepared.
We've got several livestock auctions in.
Hello?
Hi, Bess, it's me. I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Omaha.
Very funny. Come on, where are you really?
No joke, Nancy. We're in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some radio problem, and now they're saying... It's Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, George.
Now they're saying we may be here for hours.
Well, at least they didn't cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on?
Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer.
So what's going on there?
That is a very good question.
Oh my gosh, you've got a mystery to solve, don't you? I can hear it in your voice.
What's happened? Tell us.
All I know so far is the Raleighs sent one of their ranch hands to pick me up at the airport instead of meeting my plane themselves.
That is weird.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet at all. Are they there at the ranch?
Nope. The ranch hand who picked me up told me I could reach them at this phone number he gave me.
So what'd they say?
I haven't called them yet.
So call them!
Yeah, and as soon as you do, call us.
We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
In the meantime, call Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet. I mean, not only have you got our curiosity going, but we're bored, Nancy. Bored!
I hear ya. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
You better!
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy! Are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not. Is everything all right?
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
Did you say rattlesnake?
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Where?
In the bedroom, dear. I could have sworn I mentioned that.
No, Mrs. Raleigh. I mean, where did it bite him? On his arm? On his leg?
Oh, on his arm, just below the elbow. Swelled up something awful. But fortunately, He's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
Would you rather that Bess and George and I postpone our visit?
Oh, good heavens, no. I won't hear of it. You're going to go on as if none of this ever happened. You just go get a horse from Tex, he's the head wrangler, and go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzy's and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
I'd love to. Is there an address on the envelope?
Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll-top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bet. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's going to be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the... phantom horse?
The patient in the room you have dialed is not answering. Please call back later.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
I don't need to talk to anyone at home.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Raleighs, right?
I have, and I still can't believe what happened to Ed.
That is creepy, isn't it? But the horse, that was even creepier. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
A phantom horse?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Ouch.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
What a great story.
Story? All I know is Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime. Hey, you're crowding me here, Nancy. I need elbow room when I cook.
Sorry. I don't need that right now. I don't need that right now.
Hernandez.
Hi, are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah, how's that doing?
It sounds like he's going to be okay.
Good, that's good. Only met him a couple of times, but I liked him. He and his wife, what's her name?
Bet, short for Elizabeth.
They seem real determined to make a go of that place. I like that. So, what can I do for you?
Did you hear about the phantom horse that showed up at Shadow Ranch last night?
Did you say phantom horse?
Just before Ed was bitten by that snake, this glowing horse came galloping up outside, then went galloping away.
Glowing horse? Sounds to me like somebody's playing a joke. Friend of Shorty's, I'll bet, trying to get a rise out of him. And probably succeeding knowing Shorty.
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here, and I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
I didn't know thermometers went up that high.
You talked to the Raleighs?
I sure did. Do you think Ed's gonna be all right?
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
How do you think that snake got into their room?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Amateur detective. It's just kind of a hobby.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
So which one are you?
Excuse me?
The Raleighs said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
I'm Nancy Drew. My two friends haven't arrived yet.
Why not?
Is that important?
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's going to ride them.
And you are?
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Did you see the Phantom Horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure. Now, if you want to ride, listen up. First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse. No need to brush him. I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
If I don't know something, can I just ask you?
Nope. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Which horse would you like me to ride?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop 'em. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Well, hello there. You got some friends back there?
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
Me too. It'll be nice to talk to them in person.
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation, especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
I'm finished.
something?
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Tex said I should get a canteen from you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
You bet I do.
Good, 'cause if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put 'em in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
I didn't know thermometers went up that high. It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear? Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old.
I'm finished with that. That's done. I'm finished with that.
And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
You got it.
Oh no! There's a hole in it. There. Am I good or what? Voila!
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
Tex seems a little ornery.
He does his job and he does it good. Far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
Something goes here. Just missed. Rats! I was this close! I shouldn't pick any vegetables until I have something to put them in.
Got those eggs for me?
Not yet.
I need those eggs, Nancy. Got those eggs for me?
Well...
I need those eggs, Nancy.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
You can find more eggs than that.
You bet I can.
You can find more eggs than that.
I can?
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you. Anything I can do for you now?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Need something?
May I go riding now?
Yep. If you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Hi there! You two aren't too shabby looking either.
Tex would have a cow if I rode bareback.
No sense going in there without a horse to ride. Come on, Bob.
I better try that again.
I'm finished. Come on, Bob. I'm ready.
Ready for some questions?
I think so.
Where's a horse's hocks?
Just above its hooves.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's frog?
Just above its tail.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
4 feet.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A paint horse.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicky?
It whinnies all the time.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
A bay is light brown.
Nope.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Navajo.
Nope.
I think I'll take a break.
All right, that's it. If you don't know enough to take the saddle and bridle off your horse before you go traipsing off, you don't deserve a horse. No more riding for you, sister.
Tex would have a cow if I rode bareback. I don't want to lug this saddle around all day. I should put it back. Uh-oh, I'd better put that back. Looks like Tex has a sister named Jane Nash. Come on, Bob. I'm ready.
Ready to try again?
I think so.
What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders? What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Its feet.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
The cinch.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
What is a mule?
The offspring of a female horse and a male donkey.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's hocks?
On its back legs.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
Where's a horse's frog?
On the bottom of its hoof.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicky?
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
A bay has black points.
This here's your final question.
I'm ready.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Perce.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place. Cause if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
I still need to get the envelope I'm supposed to take to Mary Yazzie out of the roll-top desk. Jane Nash, Texas sister? The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
Come on, Bob. Good boy.
I better try that again.
on, Bob.
Okay, Bob, what do you say we do some sightseeing? That trunk looks really old. Something goes here.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, are you Mary Yazzie?
That's me. I didn't hear a car. Did you hike in or come by horse?
I rode here. I'm Nancy Drew.
So where are you staying?
Shadow Ranch.
I heard what happened last night. Tough break for the Raleighs. Getting that place going has been a real struggle for them.
So you know the Raleighs?
Their property line starts where the back of this store ends. We've talked many times.
Here, I have something for you. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
Is that old trunk over there the one you bought from the Raleighs?
Yeah, they didn't want much for it, so I took it off their hands. Problem is, I still don't know what's in it because I can't figure out how to open it.
May I take a closer look at it?
Sure.
It was great talking to you.
Come in again.
I haven't done that yet.
That's done. That's done. Good boy.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course, nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Raleighs comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels spiritually drawn to it, but I think she's got something up her sleeve. Oh, Nancy, it's great having you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
Most people think I'm too nosy.
You're not nosy. Me neither. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really. Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
I'm finished with that.
Wonder who wrote this. There, just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew. Not yet.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it. Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
You still here?
You sound surprised.
You and your friends, if they ever show up. You ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Why do you say that?
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
I found a pretty nasty letter from someone named Jane Nash in the Raleigh's desk.
That don't mean it was my sister. Hey, you've been snooping, haven't you? In the Raleigh stuff? In my stuff?
I'm just very observant, that's all.
My business ain't none of your business. And that includes any sisters I may or may not have. You need to go. I'm busy.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Can't check that off yet.
What is it this time?
Excuse me?
Nancy! Hi! Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
Who'd you think I was?
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Frank.
I thought you were this guy we're doing some work for.
You guys are on a case? That's great.
No, it's not. Turns out the guy is a bit neurotic.
What do you mean?
He wants us to track down his missing laptop. He left it in a restaurant.
Only he keeps calling us.
Yeah, like every 2 minutes.
He's become a real nuisance.
Maybe you should just quit.
Can't.
Of course you can.
The guy's filthy rich, and if we find that laptop, he said he'd make us filthy rich.
But the real reason we can't quit is he's the son of our mother's best friend.
Yeah, if we quit, we'd never hear the end of it. Uh-oh, we've got another call.
Let him leave a message for the 9 millionth time. So Nancy, tell us about the ranch.
I'm not sure how to go about building an outdoor cooking fire like Shorty asked me to. Any hints?
3 words. Tinder, kindling, and fuel. In that order.
Tinder is anything that burns real easily.
Kindling is small type wood.
And fuel is big type wood.
But it can't be too big. To build this fire, you might have to split.
And to make sure no one winds up kicking the bucket, don't forget to fill one.
Catch you later.
Adios.
Happy trails.
must be where Shorty wants me to build a campfire. I need to start with tinder. Something goes here.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
That's not the right time. Must be broken.
I need more tinder. Bank robbers? It's a fire pit. So far, so good. Paper won't make those logs catch fire.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
Not yet. Not yet.
No sense going in there without a horse to ride. I need to start with tinder. So far, so good. I need more kindling.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by any time.
Come on, Bob.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
It was great talking to you.
Catch you later.
I think I'll let Bob do the walking. Heck, why walk when I can ride?
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
Now what?
Hi, Frank.
Nancy! What a relief.
Your client's still bugging you?
He calls every 3.25 minutes. You can set your watch by him.
But the good news is, he's being so obnoxious that we're working faster than we've ever worked before.
We're going to solve this case in record time.
Like they say, every cloud has a silver lining.
Uh-oh. Incoming call. Think it's him?
3.25 minutes. It's him.
Want me to hang up?
No! He can leave a message.
So what's going on there?
Catch you later.
See ya, partner.
Ride him, cowgirl.
Hello?
Hi, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy again.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear that.
How is Mr. Raleigh doing?
Let's get something straight right now. Even though we're Bess and George's aunt and uncle and not yours, I want you to call us Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed too. Got that?
All right.
Good. Now, what was the question?
How is Mr. Uncle Ed doing?
Well, he's running a slight fever, so the doctors are a little concerned.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're going to keep him here overnight, just to make sure he isn't developing some kind of infection. Oh, but enough about us. How are you doing?
I delivered that envelope to Mary Yazzie like you asked. She seemed a little upset when she read that you turned her down.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint her, but if we sell that property to her, it would send a signal to other would-be buyers that we're interested in selling the ranch off bit by bit, and we're not.
Is that the first time she's tried to buy it from you?
She's been after us to sell it to her practically since the day we arrived. That was her first formal offer. I guess she thought if she put it in writing, we'd accept.
Why does she want it so bad?
I have no idea. The parcel she wants to buy is nowhere near her store, and there's nothing but rocks on it. Maybe someone else there at the ranch knows, but we sure don't.
It doesn't look like Bess and George are going to get here today.
That's too bad. Why not?
Their plane had to land in Omaha because of mechanical problems. They don't know when they'll be taking off.
Oh, you'll have all those cowboys to yourself for a while. That Dave is pretty cute.
Dave's okay, but Tex is a different story.
That man scared the bejeepers out of me when he came in to interview. But he kind of grows on you, and he takes real good care of the horses.
I heard about the phantom horse. Was last night the first time it showed up?
As far as I know, it was the strangest thing. Shorty kept babbling about how it was the ghost of the horse that belonged to some outlaw.
Dirk Valentine?
But that was right after Ed got himself bit, and we were all running around trying to get him into the truck and take him to the hospital, and I really wasn't paying much attention.
Do you have any idea how that snake got into your room?
None at all. We heard the horse come galloping up, so we jumped out of bed and ran outside to look. When we came back, there it was, right there on the floor by the bed.
Has that ever happened before?
No, and if it ever happens again, well, it just won't, that's all.
Why do you have a painting of Francis Humber?
I just thought it would give the den some character, that's all. I found it in the tack room under a pile of junk.
So the former owners left behind a lot of stuff?
I swear, it's like no one who lived at Shadow Ranch ever bothered to take their things with them when they left. When we moved in, the place was literally full of junk.
Was any of it valuable?
I don't think so. I mean, to me, it all looked like junk, so I got rid of it. I sold most of it to Mary Yazzie. She gets a lot of antique collectors in her store. Some things I kept, like Francis's favorite recipes.
And that ridiculous blanket chest. You insisted on keeping that.
Oh, yes, and I kept that triangular-shaped chest in the den. It used to belong to Merrill Humber. He was Francis's father. And I figured since I was keeping that picture of Francis, it was only fair that I keep something of his.
What kind of logic is that?
Oh, hush.
I'll be in touch.
We'll be right here. Bye.
Can't check that off till I haven't done that yet.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.